Hi, my name is Connor Matthews, and I'm here with the project as the director of Touch Time Machine, and I would like to introduce you to an amazing writer, an amazing director, an amazing producer, fantastic at pre-production, Ava Eckstein-Schumann.
Hi, it's so good to be here, and it's honestly an honor to produce your film. Like, I can't tell you how big of a deal it is. Like, I still fangirl over you in my mind. Like, you're a celebrity in my head. People say don't meet your heroes, but if they're Connor Matthews, like, it's okay.
There'll be, and vice versa as well too. Like seeing all the things that you do. I mean, even again, the first getting to work on Happy Haley Days with you was so wonderful, and again, seeing what you were doing was so impressive, and your specificity with everything is just so impressive, and also the creativity involved, because I feel like both of those, sometimes it's specific but not creative, or creative but not specific, and you've got both, and it's
Thank you.
amazing.
Happy Haley Days, I felt like it was all over the place, so it's great to hear you say that.
It was a great experience on my end, so I appreciate it. Well, on that, I was wondering, what was the thing that got you into writing?
I got into writing because my dad just randomly came up with a sci-fi book series, and I really wanted to connect with my dad, have more time with him. So I read the series, and I made a joke about one of the things he was writing, and he took it seriously and wrote it right into the plot. So then I started co-writing with him after that, and then ever since I just really loved writing. But for script writing, it started because I did a summer program in high school at Harvard, and all the classes were like filling up, and I just on a whim signed up for script writing, and that was when I wrote my first script.
That is so cool. What was the script about, if you don't mind me asking, if that's too personal?
It's called Autism Aside. It's actually like the younger version of the film I just made, Motion Reconsider. So it's the Sophie, Andy, and Miles character, but they're in high school and Sophie's being bullied and Andy helps her out. So sibling with autism story.
That is so cool. And I realized you just got off of the second directorial film.
Oh my gosh, yes.
How are you feeling? How was that process?
It was a lot different from the Happy Haley days. I really got help outside of just me and my family, which I wish I did with Happy Haley days, but like you live and you learn. I got so much help from Austin Regalia, which is your cinematographer.
So good.
He helped guide me. He gave me a book to read, and we read the story structure. We sat every night, we went line by line for the script, and we really flipped it around. Like, I think there's like maybe a few lines from the original script, but it was completely changed.
That is so cool. And might I ask what the book was called?
The book, it's called Into the Woods.
Heck yes.
Austin mentioned it too.
Yes, Austin mentioned it too. Yeah, no, that totally like changed my outlook on so many different things too.
Yes, and it was amazing to read it as I was writing, because I would immediately relate. Like, Austin, I have some random notes of like the plot structure of writing out like, okay, this is gonna happen here, this happened here, like, and it just naturally fell into place just like they said they would. And then we did this cool thing where they talked about how like you can parallel two characters' arcs where they're going through similar things, but they have like different reactions to it that cause them to have different arcs, and that's what we did with our characters.
That is amazing. And no, it's so cool how it's like, how it almost feels like it's like, there's some things where I'm like looking at like the script, or at my script or something like that, and I'm like, oh shoot, something's missing. And that book did such a good job at like saying, okay,
Yeah,
I need to
that's what's missing.
And I realized on that, what is the one thing that you look for in a story? Like, look for in an idea, if you that is in you either writing it and you working on something. Like, what is the number one thing that you look for in a story?
I look for I look for purpose. Like, what is it trying to say? Like, is there a message that goes deeper than just like the characters in the story themselves? I'm very much a slice of life person, so like I really like to relate to the characters, and everything I've written I've been able to relate on some extent. Motion Reconsider more than Happy Haley Days, which was such a difference. But like with your film, how you're talking about like the sensory processing, like with my family and how we do like Sense the Magic, and we talk about sensory all the time, and how you related it to time and made it relatable to just any person. I think that's what gives your film so much purpose, and why I'm so honored to be a part of it.
I'm so lucky to have you be a part of it. On the Sense the Magic thing, I know that is also a very very different medium than some of the other things. How has that, for those of you who do not know, would you mind explaining Sense the Magic a little?
Yes, Sense the Magic is a short form Instagram account where we create Disney content on how to handle the Disney parks with sensory sensitivities. We do tips and tricks. We tell you what's going to happen on the rides, like when you should wear headphones and stuff like that. And it's something I do with my entire family. My brother David has really spearheaded it the past year with me doing all these other film projects, and he's grown the account a lot. So
No, I was about to say, seeing the jump has been amazing to see. How is like creating the Instagram content informed like how you do like films, or has that informed at all, or has that?
Well, ever since Happy Haley Days, it kind of clicked for me how much directing goes into some of our videos, because I try and make a shot list for some certain videos, and then we go into the parks and we film it all. And so it's like getting to direct my brothers and all, and like connect the dots of like, oh, this is actually me practicing for filming.
Perfect. That is amazing, and like just using any like that opportunity as a way to. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. On that, I know something that you are super experienced in and are fantastic in is the pre-production aspect of things. And I was wondering if you have an advice for like a common pitfall that you see that is difficult to avoid but is very, very important to think of.
Well, I feel like when we go into filming, we automatically think to production, but it all has to go back to planning. If you have an unorganized pre-production, you have an unorganized production. So I'm a finance major. My brain thinks in like problem solving, and it thinks in like where are we missing, like where's the budget. And I think that mixed in with the creativity has really helped me hone into, like, I can see what problems might be coming up for production before they happen, fix them before they happen. So for pre-production, I think the common pitfall is not putting enough, I guess, weight on the importance of it and thinking of all the different aspects. Like, it's not just thinking about like the shot list and the storyboarding, but it's also thinking of what's the set going to look like, what's the costume going to look like, which my theater experience is kind of what spearheaded how I understand that. But whenever I'm on set for my own films, we always have like one location that we have full access to, and I always try to make sure it's like set decorated beforehand.
That makes sense. So when you get there, all you have to do is like make sure the lights are set up, and then that's really cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And motion to and I realize, has there been like a pitfall that has kind of like surprised you, where it's been like, oh, I didn't realize that was a thing to think about, because I know I've definitely had. So.
Yes, for Happy Haley Days, there were so many of it. Honestly, it was me as a director trying to do costuming was kind of like probably the biggest thing for Happy Haley Days. Gosh. Like trying to direct a scene, but also tell my brother where his costume is. It was all hectic. And I think the same goes for Motion Reconsider. A lot of the pre-production stuff I try to take on my own, but as a director, I can't solve problems like that on set. So delegating has been the biggest lesson I've needed to learn.
I think that's also, I'm right there with, I remember like, and especially costumes too. I know that one definitely got out of my mind, where it's like, okay, I'm doing a film right now and there are like 7 different costumes and I got a wonderful person who's helping me with that, and I am struggling delegating on that. Yeah, so that is awesome. I was also wondering, are there any filmmakers that have inspired you to get into this, or?
Well, I go more personal on this. I very much see like what's in front of me when it comes to this stuff, like what's tangible. And you and Austin Regilli have honestly been like my number ones. Like you at UF, like, oh my goodness. I didn't know you at UF, but I remember specifically sitting in the auditorium after I watched one of your films thinking, if I could walk out of the school like anyone, I want to walk out like Connor Matthews. So like working with you has truly been a dream. And then Austin, I didn't know any of his work before Happy Haley Days, and now I'm just so honored to be a part of his work, and I've learned so much from him. So,
and the stuff that you are creating, again, like, insane. If, like, yeah, Happy Haley Days was so well written, and so it was really, and Motion to Reconsider as well was really, really amazing. Like, I learned so much from you. It's been amazing. It's been so good. But I was also, on that, apart from a Motion to Reconsider in the films, are there any other places where we could find you, or are there any other things that you would like to shout out? Yeah, we're all over Instagram. We have multiple Instagram pages. We have Love Outside the Box, which is the book series. Happy Haley Days, Motion to Reconsider will one day be a book. And then we also have XU Productions, which is all things film, entertainment, art. It kind of crosses everything. And then, as we mentioned, Sense the Magic. That is amazing. And I realized, I know we talked a bit before about like a certain book, but is there a specific book that you would recommend to any aspiring filmmakers that's like, this is the book to read? Maybe not a specific one, but I think reading a basic business book would be helpful. I was reading one. It really makes you think outside the box. It's like what we were talking about earlier about having a film that has like a message.
that's branding, that's business. So I feel like things like that is really helpful, and then also like letting you know what's possible within a budget, where you can stretch. I think those are where it's really gonna help you.
That is amazing. I realize. Final question. Okay, so I would love to end this with, can you give us 3 words? They can be any 3 words, but I'd love to see what 3 words you end this on.
Oh man, I'm gonna go really cheesy with this one. I'm probably gonna be made fun of, but I'm just gonna say live, laugh, love.
Perfect. What better? There is no better word than that. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Ava, for doing
Yes,
this.
of course. Thank you for having me.